So in my most recent video, I talked about the speed of Soldier Boy. And there's a scene where he blatantly reacts to light, Starlight's attack. It's referred to as light in every official source, even the official audio description. And people kept saying that he was reacting to Starlight's arm shooting the beam and not the beam itself. But I thought it was super obvious when I made the video that he was reacting to the beam, so let's just break it down real quick. Luckily for us, YouTube has a great feature where you can browse frame by frame when you're on desktop, so let's just go frame by frame. Alright, let's let it play a little bit. Alright, he's picking up a shield, and here, Starlight is going to wind up. As so many of you have claimed, he's reacting to the wind up and the telegraph of the attack, and not the attack itself. There's the wind up, okay? Light is out of her hand, right here. This is a light speed attack coming at him. Actual light, as stated by the audio description and the website details, that Starlight shoots light beams. I think that's pretty much inarguable at this point. Unbiased Word of God statements from outside of the show itself say that it's light.
A blast of light strikes Soldier Boy.
So it's light. His shield is down. The light is moving towards him. Frame by frame, you can see the light is out of her hand. It's coming towards him. The light is pretty much right at him. The shield is still down, everyone. And now he blocks. I think it's even more blatant when you watch it at full speed. Like, the beam comes out, and then he blocks. We can watch it at a slower speed if you guys want. 0.5. Take a look. Light beam comes out, he blocks. He's reacting to the beam itself. The light is already out. She's already attacked. His shield is down after she has winded up and fully extended her arm. And I think the argument can be made that he was reacting to her body movement. That's completely fine, I guess, if you want to say that. But regardless of that argument, the light beam is already out of her hand at this point, and the shield is down. So even if he is reacting to her body, he's still moving fast enough to block the light speed attack after it's already been fired. The shield is down, the light is already coming towards him. So if he wasn't fast enough to react to the light speed attack at this distance, it would just hit him instantly because it's light speed. It's pretty easy to understand. Like, it's not a hard concept. And there's a really silly counter-argument to this, which is, well, we can see it happening on screen, so it must not be light speed because we, regular humans, can't react at light speed. So how would we be able to even see what's going on? Again, I think this is pretty dumb. The very, very nice people who make this sort of media for us do us a solid and slow it down so we can see what's happening on screen. You know, with Dragon Ball Z characters, we can see their fights happening despite the fact that they are moving much faster than light. The solar energy in Superman's cells also allows him to move faster than any human, even faster than a human can see. Oh my gosh. Guys, he can move faster than we can see, but we can somehow see it on screen. Wow, isn't that crazy? Zack Snyder is so nice. He slowed it down for us so we could see it. Kinda crazy. He's moving swifter than the speed of sound, obviously. Makes a sonic boom. And his reflexes are equally quick, which is very important. With his lightning reflexes, he can think and react in time to control his actions when moving at super speed, otherwise he wouldn't be able to avoid anything in his way. This is like power scaling for babies, and I'm so glad this guidebook exists. And shout out to Zack Snyder for, making this movie. Because despite what you might think about it, it does wonders for the power scaling community and sort of communicating these pretty easy to understand concepts to people that have trouble wrapping their heads around it. In the DC Extended Universe, right here, I brought this specific scene up because Doomsday fires a light speed attack at Wonder Woman right here. One of Superman's more unusual powers is his heat vision. He He can channel the energy in his cells into a beam of red light. Red light. Light speed. Right? He's coming down at her. Obviously, this is a little more telegraphed than the starlight example. But if she wasn't light speed, the light beam comes out at this frame, and her arms are still moving to block. So if it was light speed and she wasn't, it would just hit her before she could react to it, right? But she does react to it, and this is like point blank. So the telegraph argument doesn't make much sense, because right here is a very blatant example of Wonder Woman reacting to sort of a telegraphed attack, right? She goes up to stab Doomsday, realizes, because his face is glowing, that he's going to shoot heat vision at her, right? So she goes to mid-attack, switch to block instead. But right here, you can see she didn't do it in time. The light is already coming out. So if she wasn't fast enough to react to this, even despite her already being in the motion, if she was way, way slower than the speed of light, she wouldn't be able to close her arms quick enough to stop this attack from hitting her directly in the face. But wouldn't you know, she does block it. So the telegraph argument doesn't hold any water, because you would already have to be in defensive position if you weren't fast enough to block a light speed attack after it's been emitted. And we can see clearly right on this frame that the attack has already been emitted, and Soldier Boy is not in defensive position. The shield is not up. So even if she is telegraphing the attack, he moves fast enough to block the light speed attack. Because if he was just reacting to her telegraphing it and not reacting to the beam, the shield would already need to be up because the beam is already out. Also, reaction speed and travel speed aren't the same thing. I've explained this multiple times, but yeah, Usain Bolt, fastest guy on the planet, doesn't have the fastest reaction speed on the planet. That's just not the case. He can run really fast. That doesn't mean he can react faster than anyone on the planet. So let's continue with the Starlight example. We know that she shoots light, and here she's fighting A-Train. And a lot of people in the first power scaling video I made for the boys were complaining about this, but again, not really understanding what's going on, or I guess not paying attention that close. So here's Starlight shooting light, lights out, A-Train running around. So here's A-Train ducking under a light beam. The light beam is moving this way to the right side of your screen. A-Train's going to duck under it here. And if we take this frame by frame, what is Starlight shooting? Light. She's shooting a light beam. The light beam is moving to the right side of your screen. That's this big light beam area here. This is A-Train, who's ducking under the light beam, right? So if we take this frame by frame, what do we see happening? A-Train is moving at a similar speed to the light beam. Now again, this isn't his travel speed. He's not running. He's ducking under it. The light beam has still not reached the end of the screen, and A-Train has gone all the way under it. A-Train can react to light speed, guys. This is even more blatant than the Soldier Boy reaction. He moves all the way under it before it reaches the end of the screen. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that A-Train's reaction speed is faster than light. Travel speed and combat speed or reaction speed are two different things. And yeah, this isn't like standard A-Train, right? But this is far faster than what Soldier Boy displayed, and A-Train is a speedster. so it would make sense that he can react faster than Soldier Boy can. But it's just another example of a character within the boys' universe reacting to light. And not only does he react to light, he moves his whole ass body all the way underneath the beam of light before it even reaches the end of the screen. So, yeah, I think it's pretty obvious. That's it. That's all I got.